$91,153.
You wanna do it.
Hey y'all, my name is Jay. I'm a student at Chamberlain, and today I'm going to be going into the specifics on how much Chamberlain costs. Chamberlain is super expensive. It's not going to be $91,153 for everybody, especially if you come in with transfer credits and stuff like that. First of all, I'm going to talk about the structure of Chamberlain courses, and I talked about this in my pros and cons video, but if you didn't watch that, I'm going to break it down for you right now. So regular schools or other schools have 16-week semesters. And Chamberlain also has 16-week semesters, but they're broken down into 8-week sessions. So you have your first 8 weeks of the semester, then your second 8 weeks. So session 1 and 2 of every semester. Let's get into how much it costs. Certain locations, they have $675 per credit hour. For my location and other locations, it's $699 per credit hour. You see the Sacramento campus has $720 per credit hour. Based on whatever your location is, there are different prices, but my location is $699. Okay, keep in mind, like I said in my pros and cons video, that the cost does change. So when I started, it was $599, about $600, but now it's $699. There's also a student service charge, and that is also subject to change. So last year, my student service charge for 2019, it was always $150, and that is per session. So really, it's $300 a semester. Sorry, it was $300 a semester, but you know, as I said, it increased to $160, so now it's $320 per semester. So you have the $699 per credit hour, and then you have the $160 student service charge. And now let's move on to books. How much do books cost? Well, I'm not going to get into the whole ebook thing again because I already went on a rant about that in the pros and cons video. But these are some things that I did not mention in that video that is also important. The range of these books obviously depend on the class, on the book. I would say the average ebook costs $40. So on average, every class that you take, you're gonna have a book, and that book is gonna be around $40. Might be more, might be less. And as I mentioned in the other video, you have to purchase that ebook in order to purchase the printed ebook. And the printed ebook is trash. It doesn't have color or anything like that. And then it's usually like $20 more. On top of that, you have the shipping and handling cost, and it's usually like $15 to $20. It's ridiculous. And keep in mind, when you're ordering stuff like such as the printed ebook, it might not be worth it because Chamberlain, I don't know if this is every location, but my location, we have had issues several times with the backlog of people ordering stuff. So make sure that you order your materials ahead of time, because some people have paid that $30 or whatever to get their book, and they didn't even get the book until the class was pretty much almost over. Like if you have an 8-week class and you don't, like some classes you'll need the book for the entire semester, but some classes you only need that book, such as nutrition, you only need that book for the one semester. So keep in mind that the shipping and handling is ridiculous. So if you have like Chegg or Amazon Prime or something like that where you can get this easier and you don't want to worry about like charging it to your student account, then maybe you want to do it that way. Okay, moving on. Healthcare. This is another thing that I mentioned in one of the other videos, either 10 facts about Chamberlain or pros and cons, I don't remember which one, but I did mention to make sure as soon as you sign up for Chamberlain that you prove to I'm sorry, I'm holding this pencil. I just realized that I'm like, but prove to Chamberlain that you have your own health insurance, because they are going to charge you like something ridiculous, like $500 for the semester or something like that for healthcare, and that's such a waste of money if you have your own healthcare. So make sure that you prove that to them, because that will also add on to that cost. Clinical materials. So I did a clinical video, which you will actually need for clinicals. Go watch that if you haven't already. But as far as the cost of clinical materials, I will be inserting pictures of how much my clinical materials costed. So the most that I've ever had to spend on materials was, I don't remember what month this is, probably last summer sometime, because that's when I first was starting to get into clinicals. It was $128.13. And as you see, the shipping and handling was $17.26. That Chamberlain Nose tote bag kit, that was $72. And that is, you need that for your fundamentals class, because that has the stuff that you need to do your skills and stuff. The scrubs aren't ridiculous, and the material isn't that bad to me. But the scrubs, you know, they're going to run you about $30 for the whole set. Alright, and then the next session, or whenever I ordered this, I hated those pants because they were drawstring, so I wanted the what do you call it, the like elastic band one. So I got that. I ordered that. That was another like almost $13. And then the stethoscope, I also mentioned that in the clinicals video. You can order that off the bookstore site and charge it to your account and everything. Shipping and handling was like $14. And the stethoscope was $43.64. That's what you need as far as clinical materials. Like I said, if you want to know more about other clinical materials that you need, go watch the what you actually need for clinicals video, and I tell you some other things that you need for that. January 2020, I took pharmacology, which was 3 credits, and I took adult health, which was 5 credits. Together, that makes 8 credits, and as I said, the student service charge was $150. Also, as I said, the books run you about $40 per book. I had to buy 2 books for both of those classes, so it came out to about $80. Another thing that I forgot to mention, if you buy ebooks, then you don't have to pay for the shipping and handling, obviously, because it just shows up in your Chamberlain portal. So yeah, you do have to pay tax. Let's move on to the undergrad tuition. So I think I've been saying that before my tuition was $600, but actually that was incorrect. It was $675. So in January 2020, we still had the old rates. The student service charge was less, and the tuition per credit hour was less. It was $675. So for the 8 credit hours, it was $5,400. So you see the total cost there. The total cost for the January session for me was $5,631.14. Then we have the March session, which is the one that just ended, and that was nutrition for 2 credit hours and adult health for 5 credit hours. So a total of 7 credit hours for this session. So if you add the 8 credit hours and the 7 credit hours, I took 13 credit hours for the January, like the spring 2020 semester. I took 13 credit hours, and that qualifies me as full-time. And I'll get into full-time and part-time later. Student service charge, as I said, it increased. So now the student service charge is $160. Books, I had to buy the nutrition book, but I obviously just bought the adult health book, so I did not need to purchase that again. It stays in your account. Once you buy it, you keep it forever, I think. Not forever, but you know, as long as you have access to the account. The ebook. The ebook costed about $40. This whole spring semester costed $10,724.71. So how is somebody supposed to pay for that? So I'm gonna cut the video short here. I'm realizing that if I made this all one video, it's gonna be way too long. So this is just gonna be how much it cost, but make sure you look at part 2, because part 2 is gonna talk about how much or how to pay for it and how much like I actually have to pay. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Go ahead and make sure you go watch part 2.